Welcome back everyone, I am Deepak Unyal. In our previous tutorial we have discussed how we can pass argument to a function using different methods. So one method we discussed was call by value and another was by call by reference. In this tutorial we are going to discuss how we can pass default arguments in a function. So sometimes it happens that a program has to invoke a function repeatedly with same argument value for a particular parameter. So in such cases we can specify such a parameter as a default argument. So let us try to understand this example first. We are trying to calculate volume of a box which has some length, width and height. So ideally we should pass 3 arguments here, but when we are calling this function we are not passing any argument. So let us first compile this program and see how it responds. So it is giving us an error that there are too few arguments to a function. So there should be 3 arguments, right? So let's do one thing. There is 2, or make it maybe 5, and height is 1, width is also 1. So it could happen that there are same argument for the width and height every time. And let's compile it again. Now it has compiled successfully. See the output, it's 5 because value 5 is length, then its width is 1 and height is 1. So multiplied all these 3 and answer is 5. What if I want to say that everything is 1? So I am passing all the same arguments multiple times here. It might happen that for this program width and height are always 1, or maybe length and width and height are always 1, kind of this, right? So let us compile this again. Now volume of box is 1. So in this kind of situation, when we are aware that the function might invoke repeatedly with the same argument for a particular argument, or repeatedly with the same argument value for a particular argument, what we can do, we can make these arguments a default argument, or we can give some default value to these arguments. If user is not passing any value, then we can make length is 1, width is 1 and height is 1. This is default value. So in such case, even if I pass no argument to this function, the program will automatically take these default values. Let us compile it again to understand the program. And you can see now there is no error and volume of box is 1, because when we pass this argument, or this when we call this function without any argument, what happens? Compiler will rewrite the function call and insert the default value of those arguments. In this case, when this function is being called, compiler will take default values for L, W and H and make all these 1, and in that case 1 cross 1 cross 1, it's 1. What if I pass only one value? In that case the answer is 2. That means default value have been taken for width and height. So one thing you have to keep in mind, that whenever you want to make some argument as default, that should be in rightmost position. Like this width and height are rightmost arguments. So even if we don't pass these arguments, that will be default. Suppose you are passing 5 here, so 2 will be length, 5 will be width. We can't make it work like 2 is length and 5 is height. It is not possible, because the argument or the default argument we are leaving, that are from the rightmost side. So in this case length will be 2, width will be 5 and height will be 1. So answer will be 10, right? So in this way we can pass default argument to a function. I think this is sufficient for this lecture. If you have any doubt or query, you can put it in the comments or you can mail me. Thank you so much.